St. Clair's Health System is the largest community health system in northwestern New Jersey, with 3 acute care hospitals, 1 behavioral health facility, and nearly 50 other satellite locations. The 2 main facilities are located in Denville and Dover, New Jersey, about 6.5 miles apart. St. Clair's prides itself on being both high-tech and high-touch in the delivery of healthcare services to members of the local community.
We want people to come to St. Clair's and know they're going to get quality care, they're going to get what they need, and it's going to feel as though someone local is taking care of them and they're going to get a good patient experience, because the patient experience is really ultimately what it's all about. Communications is huge in terms of providing good patient care. What is absolutely critical to making sure the best patient care is provided is knowing that the right information is being transmitted to the right caregiver at the right time for the right patient.
Centralization of services and bandwidth-intensive applications, such as digital diagnostic images, known as Picture Archiving and Communication Systems, or PACS, were important drivers in establishing high-bandwidth connections among St. Clair's locations, beginning with the 2 main campuses in Denville and Dover.
The genesis of everything that we've done in terms of trying to buy a high-speed line between the two campuses is that we were going live last year with a clinical information system, and part of that clinical information system is what Tara referred to as a PACS, which is basically digitized images. It allows radiologists to look at X-ray images, CAT scan images, all manner of different images electronically on a computer, and the image files that are generated by a system like this are huge, and we need to be able to provide the flexibility to allow radiologists to look at these images wherever they may be and to have them served up instantly. So we also need to make sure that no matter what happens, we're in a good position that we're not going to have downtime. Downtime is a big problem for any kind of business, certainly. It's a dreadful thing and it causes major disruptions when it happens. Downtime in hospitals can, if not properly managed, put patients' lives at risk.
The initial search for a high-bandwidth solution began with St. Clair's then-incumbent communications providers.
We started looking at the providers that we were using, the telephone companies. They didn't have anything that matched or that even got close to the speed that we needed for PACS images. Then we looked at Optimum Lightpath plus another fiber company. Then we looked at our own dark fiber. It was a very appealing option.
Dark fiber is an approach in which users such as St. Clair's lease or buy the fiber network infrastructure, but handle the applications and monitoring themselves. The idea of control and what at first blush may look like lower costs is often the initial appeal for a dark fiber solution. However, there are significant downsides, including potential reliability issues, as Rich and Tara learned firsthand during their decision-making process.
One day, I was driving to work, and 2 blocks away from the office, a truck hit 4 poles. The fiber was on the ground and was ripped. So I got to the office and I said, Rich, look down the street, and there were a lot of police cars, and actually the company that were looking at running the fiber was the one that owned this fiber. They were there splicing the fiber, and we looked at each other and we said, no, if Dover was on the other side, and all of the services for Dover come out of Denville.
The result would have been a complete loss of communications. After that episode, Rich and Tara agreed. A highly reliable, redundant solution from a reputable service provider was the way to go.
Knowing that there's going to be someone there behind your connection also constitutes reliability, and knowing that the company is fiscally viable is very, very key as well. Another thing I want to point out, too, that was very, very appealing to us was the way that you were able to configure a solution for us to be able to take advantage of a ring. So in the event of a disaster along the lines of what Tara had mentioned, where a truck knocked down several poles and there's fiber lying in the street, you were able to craft a solution that allowed automatically, if something like that happened, to route traffic over another segment, if you will, that connected the 2 facilities, and do it without missing a beat.
The high-bandwidth connection from Optimum Lightpath has earned rave reviews among St. Clair's radiologists.
They love their images. They love being able to do what we've been able to provide them the ability to do. Because a lot of the time when radiologists are looking at images, it could be life or death situations. It could be things that are very, very serious. you don't have a lot of time to try to get an image served up to you, to get it hand delivered to you, to wait some large number of minutes to have it rendered. You need it now, and we can do that. It gives radiologists a lot of flexibility in terms of where they're practicing. It allows them to really do their jobs in a number of different places, and that is huge.
Cost savings is another important benefit St. Clair's has reaped since making the switch to Optimum LightPath.
Since we went live, like I said, never had a glitch, and due to that, we expanded the services. Originally, we had only the connectivity between Dover and Denville. Then we looked at connectivity to our Boonton facility. We selected Optimum LightPath to connect Boonton. Then we looked at internet access. I went back to the telephone provider and said, the contract was signed 5 years ago. Prices dropped dramatically. What could I get for the same price? They said 10 meg. I called Ed, my rep, and he said, oh, for that money, I can give you 50 meg. So Rich, 50 meg with Optimum LightPath, 10 meg with, and Rich said, why are you even asking?
In the end, what's most important to Rich and Taro is knowing their communications network enables the healthcare system to deliver the high-tech, high-touch care St. Clair's is known for.
It just works.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those things where you don't want to have to expend a lot of energy on making it work and wondering if it's going to work, on stressing about it. You just need to know that it's there, and it has been there for us.